Wu Zetian, 624–705 AD, is a fascinating figure in Chinese history, known for being the only woman to officially rule as Emperor of China. Her story is one of remarkable ambition, political acumen, and extraordinary influence in a male-dominated society. Here's an overview of her life and reign. Wu Zetian was born Wu Mei Niang on the February 17th, 624, in Wenshui, Shanxi province. She came from a relatively modest background, her father being a minor official. Her family's connections, however, allowed her to enter the imperial court as a concubine to Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty. After the death of Emperor Taizong in 649, Wu Zetian was demoted to a Buddhist convent, as was customary for former concubines of deceased emperors. However, her political ambitions were undeterred. She managed to return to the court in 655, after the accession of Ya's Emperor Gaozong, Taizong's successor, by becoming his consort. Wu Zetian's intelligence and political skills soon became apparent. She worked her way up the ranks, gaining influence by aligning herself with powerful factions and utilizing her strategic acumen. Her rise was aided by her ability to manipulate court politics and her reputed skills in espionage and information gathering. In 612, Wu Zetian became Empress, and by Han 655, she effectively began to exercise real power. Her influence continued to grow, and by 690s, she had maneuvered her way into a position where she could seize control of the throne. In a dramatic and unprecedented move, Wu Zetian declared herself Emperor of China, establishing the Zhou dynasty, 690–705 AD, and deposing the Tang dynasty. Wu Zetian's reign was marked by several significant reforms and achievements. Wu Zetian made several administrative reforms, including the establishment of a merit-based civil service examination system that allowed for greater participation of commoners in government. This system aimed to reduce corruption and increase efficiency within the bureaucracy. She implemented policies to improve the economic situation of China, including land reforms that redistributed land to peasants. Her reign also saw military campaigns that expanded and secured China's borders. Wu Zetian was a strong supporter of Buddhism, which she used to legitimize her rule and consolidate her power. She promoted Buddhism as a state religion and supported the construction of many temples and monasteries. Her reign was also a period of cultural flourishing. She encouraged the arts and literature, and her court became a center for intellectual and artistic development. Despite her achievements, Wu Zetian's rule faced opposition from various factions, including Confucian scholars and traditionalists who disapproved of a woman ruling China. Her methods of consolidating power were often ruthless. She was known for eliminating rivals and dissenters, sometimes through purges and executions. Her reign was also characterized by internal court conflicts and power struggles, including those with her sons and other family members who vied for control. In 705, as Wu Zetian grew older, her health declined, and the political situation became increasingly unstable. Her son, Li Xian, who had been restored to his position as crown prince, led a coup against her. Wu Zetian was forced to abdicate in favor of her son, and the Tang dynasty was restored. Wu Zetian retired to a Buddhist monastery, where she lived out her remaining years. She died on December 16, 705, at the age of 81. Wu Zetian's legacy is complex. She remains a controversial and intriguing figure in Chinese history. As the only woman to rule China in her own right, her reign challenged traditional gender roles and demonstrated her extraordinary political skill and ambition. While her methods were often harsh and her rule faced criticism, she left a lasting impact on Chinese governance and history. Her reign is often remembered for the ways in which she broke through the barriers of her time and left a significant mark on the Chinese imperial system.